What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and I have been going back and forth and back and forth and forth and back and forth with my friend, and he sent me this video, and it's about Nickelodeon All-Stars. Now, I have been dropping so much doo-doo on this game, and maybe I'm biased, you know, maybe what is it, like anti-bias or something like that. And a lot of the things that I had an issue with when it came down to this game was specifically that it didn't have crossplay with, you guys can see the title. Wait, am I blocking it? I might be blocking it. Hold on. Sorry. It didn't have crossplay, and it didn't have voice acting like that. It was very dry. The game was very dry. First thing that I see he sends me is just a YouTube link and a text message, and I'm like, okay, voice acting and crossplay confirmed. So I wanted to do a discussion piece. You guys already know I like to bring in the M.F.O crew. I want to hear the YFOs on this, especially for people that saw the game, watched it, or saw, you know, anything about it. And I want to know your guys' opinion about them implementing these things. I'm gonna run the clip a little bit, specific parts, because this is him literally live on a stream, so it's not like everything is not as crazy as important as some other things. So I kind of wanted to go to certain parts and really like highlight that. So the first thing that they announced in this is that they're going to be dropping more characters, and for me, that's not a thing. So I'm looking at this from my perspective, just so you guys have a heads up, is that I was a guy that played the game. I bought it on the PlayStation 5, and the lobbies were dead. So for me, a new character a new character does absolutely nothing for me. So I'm gonna skip over that part, because like, oh, we got characters coming. You can have 20,000 characters coming. The only thing I care about would be the crossplay and the voice acting. So let me just go to when he talks about that. Here we go. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yes, there are a couple of more updates I would like to give. Okay, so the third one is crossplay. Okay, crossplay is coming in quarter one.
Oh!
He's like so happy.
Crossplay quarter one confirmed.
Yes.
Woo! There.
Hold on, I'll let him say it.
Crossplay has been confirmed. Clip it and ship it, because that is it. Diego from Nick All-Stars quarter one crossplay. So that means Switch players can play, PC players can play, Xbox players, all that. That's what you're confirming.
All that.
He didn't say PlayStation, but he means PlayStation as well. So what is a crossplay? And it's something that honestly, and I've been saying it, and it's the reason why Multiversus got so much praise from me. And any game going, specifically a fighting game, needs crossplay going forward. There are two things that you need in a fighting game right now, and it's going to be good internet, like a good net code, and it's going to be crossplay. You absolutely need that, because having divided servers is just stupid, and it just makes it that matchmaking is terrible. And I shouldn't say terrible, because sometimes there's a big enough community on everything, but this is it. It's like, it's just literally future-proofing your game. Literally what happens is that after the months, as the years go on, as time passes on by, your community gets smaller, and usually in a fighting game, unfortunately, it's how it goes. I actually don't know if this is true for League of Legends and other big games. Are they actually going bigger or smaller over time? Because, you know, as updates come out, and as something like this, like, they're probably going to see a spike once this happens. And I'm pretty sure when a certain character drops in a game, it probably spikes, or if they do an event, it spikes, or possibly maybe after finals, maybe people just saw a really big tournament and then it spikes up, or it could be down. You know, it could be a thing after a big tournament, the player base goes down because they're done with it, whatever. I have no idea. But when it does go down, when it goes up, it's fine. Obviously, there's people playing on all platforms and you're fine. But when it goes down, and then all of a sudden, let's just use the, you know, the 1,000 rule or something like that. So I'll do 1,000. I'll say that, you know, let's say PS5 has 0 and the Switch has 500, and then PC has the other 500, you know. But now if I go on the PlayStation and I become that one, and I'm 1,001, and then I can't play with anybody because there's no one else on the PlayStation except myself. Now, if you do it the other way and it's crossplay, I can be on my PlayStation and I can literally queue up with someone that's just active on the game, and it's just like the easiest thing. And for a while, a long time, crossplay wasn't a thing because of the console wars, because of the platform wars. It has to be a reason why you buy a PlayStation over an Xbox over just building a super duper PC. But that's why most games don't have the crossplay. But it's literally just kind of tearing the game down, any game in the long run. So making some type of exclusivity deal when it comes to netcode, like, or whatever it is, the servers, is stupid. It just hurts the game in the long run, honestly. So know that they're going to be doing that. It's just smart. Like, I know people are saying certain stuff is community based, like they're listening to the community, but it's literally like your game dies or was dying, and it's literally the only option that you have as far as getting people to play, or at least having matchmaking. So I don't give them too much credit for that. I will give them credit for the voice acting, but this was something that they needed to do anyway. And that's kind of what I like to say when I see devs do certain things. We're coming from, my channel is predominantly from mobile gaming, so when devs do certain things, there's certain times where they had to do that anyway, or else they would have lost everything. And there's certain times where it's like they listen to the community as like a special request or something like that, that I like to give them a little bit more credit for. And sometimes people don't give devs credit at all, but there's some times where it's like they did something that they needed to do, and then they also did something that the community specifically wanted, which is actually going to spring me into another video that I want to do eventually about the devs versus the community. And sometimes it's good for the devs not to listen to the community, and then obviously vice versa. In this case, I think it was better for them to kind of listen to what people want, because they kind of made the product already. They just need to make it so that the community that was interested in it stays. They need to do it as soon as possible, even though if you pay attention, they say quarter one. And if you guys don't know what quarter one means, it pretty much means it's not happening this month. It means it's going to happen within, I think, with the next 4 months, each quarter of the year. So it's not guaranteed to even happen in January. It's not guaranteed to happen in February. So just with that being noted, and I think that that's another thing. And the point that I was trying to get off to my friend is that by the time they fix that, Elden Ring can be out. By the time they fix that, Horizon Zero Dawn can be out. That's the only thing that I feel like that's where they hurt. And who knows when the hell Multiverse is coming out, which was like kind of like their direct competitor at the moment, which they don't have to be competitors necessarily, but you know, that's what you have to deal. It's all about timing, and timing is so huge. When games like this come out, like what is coming out around the same time your game is coming out? Is your game going to be overshadowed? Let's talk about Battleborn. Battleborn came out around the same time as Overwatch, and it just was considered an Overwatch clone, even though literally the games don't even play even remotely the same. But I think at that time they came out around the same time, and they just said that game is like Overwatch because Overwatch was the bigger game. Coming out around certain stuff is bad. If this game or this fix comes out around Elden Ring, though there's 2 separate games, but you can be put into the shadow realm if you come out at a bad time. That's why I was trying to say, like, if this game came out when it came out at a great time. Smash kind of just said that they're not doing any more updates, and then now this game in Multiverse is kind of, you know, talked about, well, this game came out and then Multiverse said that they're coming out. You have to knock that out of the park. So how many people are gonna come back to the game because of the news, and then how many people, because you can't come back to it now because they're pretty much saying that all the stuff that they're talking about is coming to the game, so there's no reason for me to come back to the game even still. And then once it's implemented, then I'll have to see how much time I have besides just me as a content creator, which I can reasonably think, well, I could just do a video on it, maybe get like a couple cents. get a couple cents, and then I can call it, you know, hey, that was pretty smart, because I already bought the game. And that's a lot of people, they already have the game, you know, that bought it. And so for them, and for people like me, I can go back into it just to check it out real quick, like, but is it gonna create more sales? Because that's what this is, you know, them to do a crossplay, that's more money that they had to invest into the game, which they made a decent amount of money from what I heard. And then the voice acting aspect, that's gonna be more money into that. They're gonna pay people, but he does not say, and I'll go to it, he does not say that they're getting the actor of SpongeBob, like pretty much what Multiverse did. So SpongeBob might sound like me imitating SpongeBob, like, like you know, it might not be exactly what you wanted specifically. That's all I literally care. And especially if you check like the comment section, that's like a really big thing. But it's for the people that are literally hanging on. And I do this a lot of times with the mobile games that I play. You guys know I did this with Exos. Like, I sat there and I'm waiting and hoping that the game gets better, and you keep doing your dailies and things like that, and you're just kind of hoping things get better. And it's nice when the devs actually do something that makes it better. So I think it's near the ending here when they talk about the voice acting. Here we go. This is the last one.
So, okay, the last update is...
This is the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one. So,
okay, let me get the drum roll going really quick.
Drum roll going, yeah.
Yeah, really quick.
Drum roll.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's another major community requested feature in the works, okay? And, yeah, all I can say is
Free delivery for Jersey Mike's.
Heard your requests, and we are hearing what you're, what you're.
Oh
what
yes.
You want. So.
Oh, you're hearing it. You're hearing our.
Hold on, I just gotta point out that one thing here. I thought that this comment here, see, first it dead game my ass. People were thinking like, oh, this is gonna revive the game. I'm already petitioning to ban Twitch players. Oh shit, that's so funny. Cause I mean, if they're having lag issues because the Nintendo server Wi-Fi code, whatever, and then you're that could be an issue too. Again, this is not a foolproof thing with the crossplay thing. It's not like this is gonna, because it might still be wonky, and it depends on how you implement it. I think the game already has rollback netcode, which is amazing, but it's not like an end all be all. The game wins automatically. There's still gonna be some issues with that.
What you're.
Oh
what
yes.
You want. So.
Oh, you're hearing it. You're hearing our voices, aren't you? You're hearing everyone's voices.
Oh ho ho.
Boom! Crossplay! And you know what? I'm gonna say, if you're not, voice acting. I don't care if Diego says it or not. I'm gonna say it for you, man. That's enough of a confirm that I need. Your voices have been heard, chat.
There it is. Now, I saw one person in his comment section that made a really good point, and I think it was... Anyway, I can't find it. But what I wanted to say is that another person in the comment section made a really good point, is it depends on how they actually implement it. And one point that I was making that, it's probably not going to be the original. It'd be crazy if it was. That'd be absolutely nuts. It's likely going to be like a simulated or someone that's going to, try their best to do it, which I think is fine. I don't think they necessarily need to have like SpongeBob's voice actor, Patrick's voice actor, specifically to do the voices in the game. And some voice actor can do a decent enough job that they can hire possibly to do multiple people's voices. I think that would be perfectly fine. They have easy source material. I mean, like, you could especially because if you remember the character trailers, most of the moves are referenced from episodes that they would easily be able to pull up those references and then try to emulate the voice. Like, they can probably have like 2 to 3 male voice actors do like all the male characters, and then 2 to 3 females do all the females. And then maybe if as you guys don't know, for young man, usually they have a female do the voice for that. So like Anne could be played by a female that can do a young man's voice, because they won't have any, like, it's harder for a male to not sound manly. A female, it's easy to do that because a boy usually doesn't have a super masculine voice. Stuff like that. I don't know if you guys know about that. I just threw some flavor in your ear. YFO in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this announcement. Do you guys think it's something that's going to make you come back to the game once implemented? As I was saying, that this is not something that is coming into the game immediately. It's going to be sometime in Q1, which at least it's not going to be like, this time next year, but Monster Hunter, they did it and I felt so bad. It's like, oh man, it's cool, we got all these monsters coming out, it's going to be a great game. And then they showed the time, it was like June 2022. It's like, bro, this game is kind of hurting right now, and you want to now do that? And again, it's going to go back to devs versus the community. And I actually have no idea if the community is angry or dissatisfied with Monster Hunter doing that. Really let loose if this is something big for you guys, or if it's something small, or is it something that you're not gonna bother playing the game, or maybe it's gonna bring you back into the game. But like I said, it's not gonna do anything at the moment, just outside of just getting you some hype. Maybe you'll go and practice some combos or something like that, because the PC people are coming, or the PlayStation people are coming, the Switch people are coming. Ban all Switch players. But hey, that's M.F.O, and now you guys know. Like, comment, subscribe, and just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.